Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon, my people. Good Tuesday afternoon. It's your boy Mac Mans. Welcome to the Brew Shop. First off, I want to thank everybody watching on YouTube and thank everybody watching on Facebook. And just want to let you know, man, that it's a very momentous occasion if I can come before you to give you this information. And remember how we always start here. We do not spill tea, but we do take the last sip. So let's go ahead and get this spring water in real quick. And you know how we always start our show? We give applause for the water. And then we'll give another cheer for the water. Well, today, y'all, I got a hot show for you. As I tell you, I don't spill tea here. I do take the last sip, but today's going to be a little blend. It's going to be that little special hibiscus. You know what I'm saying? If y'all drink tea, you know what that is. We're going to start with the Diddy Bop, the Diddy Drop. That's right. You might ask, what that is? I'm going to tell you what it is. Well, it has seemed that Sean Puffy Combs has gotten himself into a bunch of trouble. If you've been checking out social media, P. Diddy's homes have been raided. Now, I was going to go word for word, and as they say on Smack DVD, I was going to go bar for bar, as if this was a Murder Mook versus Loaded Lux battle, but I'm not doing that today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually give you my contemporary commentary, as I said, like Dusty Rhodes, if you will, on how I see it. What's going on now, if anybody out here has dealt with cases as far as the government, as far as trial cases, when they want to come get you, they'll come get you, be it the state, be it federal, they'll come and get you. But for the fact that they're sitting in highly regulated, highly registered authority to come and search Diddy's homes should have y'all alert to something else that's going on. If they were just going to investigate Diddy, they could have came in regular, got some warrants, did they have to do, get Diddy. But this is a bigger picture, y'all. This is a bigger picture that no one is paying attention to. Now you know how this works. Diddy could be a man of his word. He can go in like a G and eat this time. It's going to be a lot of time. I mean, when I'm talking about, I mean a whole lot of time. But knowing how this is going to go down, Diddy's not going down by himself. I say, he's like, okay, can you hear that in the background? Yeah, them all the bodies that Diddy finna drop. It's got so bad, he even got his neighbors. I know y'all been on social media seeing this. His neighbors are driving past while the people are out there in front of his house, the paparazzi, and his neighbors are saying how they tired of him having a busload of young ladies coming to his house at loudness early in the morning. He's irritated the neighbors. Now, I'm going to hip you to another different aspect of this. Don't look at it in the fact that Diddy is getting raided. Look at it like this. They're turning state evidence on Diddy. They're coming in and they ain't just looking for Diddy. They looking for everybody associated with Diddy. This is part of a bigger plan, y'all. You're not seeing this. This is part of a bigger bust. This ain't just about Diddy. This is about anybody that's been associated with Diddy or anybody that's been connected to Diddy in recent phone conversations and recent videos. All the tea, y'all, the sloppy tea y'all have been seeing. Y'all have been seeing bowl up out these kettles from all these people that spill tea on social media, spill tea on YouTube, spill tea on Facebook, spill tea on Instagram, spill tea on TikTok, spill tea on podcasts. They have been basically setting this whole thing up the whole time. But y'all busy into it so much you're not catching it. Have y'all not noticed since Diddy got in trouble from when Cassie first started talking? You know how stuff with Kim Porter started coming up. All of a sudden, T.D. Jake's in trouble. They started talking more about people hanging around his house, Tyler Perry. Y'all not seeing this. This is a bigger picture. It's more than just Diddy going down. And all of a sudden now, y'all not peeping how the Tupac and Biggie murders have been brought up even more since the situation with Diddy happened. Because this ain't about Diddy and the trafficking. This isn't about Diddy and his mules that are running these women and stuff back and forth. This isn't about Diddy and how he handled Uptown, how he got Bad Boy. This ain't about that. This is about a bigger case, y'all not getting. And it's something that's going to hip hop community continuously. What is going on is the hip hop community is tainted. You got these good artists, you got these good people out here who give their time and effort to make this music, produce this music, and they get screwed over by people who don't give a dang about the culture. I said those don't give a dang about the culture. That's right, they don't care. Because the industry recycles us in and out of prison continuously. It recycles you into these drug communities. It recycles you to this violent era of music. Half the stuff out now is so nasty, you got to put protection on to listen to it. So now you have to understand what's really going on. Now, and I said that to you, look at the bigger picture. The big picture is this is a big time thing going on, not just Diddy. Y'all, this the ball just now starting to roll. Oh yeah, don't get quiet now. The ball is just starting to roll. Because this picture shows this situation is bigger than any one producer, any one music mogul. There's more going on behind the scenes. All the stories I've heard about all these big notch music moguls. And it started with people like Wendy Williams breaking these people down, putting their tea out in the dirt when she was on, look at these radio stations, Hot 97 and all that. You got these stations that are built up upon spilling the tea that's out here on these hip hop moguls, on these artists and situations. But now it's getting worse because Diddy's connected so many people. So if you bring him down, you got a whole bunch of evidence, whole bunch of information. And us that live in the hood, us that's been from that hood, we understand that this ain't just about Diddy, this is about something bigger. So it's like, what, you gonna try to make Diddy turn state evidence by packing up a case on him and then he has to tell everybody else, and you know that could lead you. So we're looking at a situation to where we gotta understand it's bigger than what we think it is. And so if I get a chance, if anybody's out there want to call in, 501-259-6788, I'd be more than happy to listen to your phone call, get your impact information on this, because like I said, this case is bigger than what you think it is. And I know some of y'all out there have something to say. I'll say it again. I want to thank everybody tuning in on Facebook, everybody tuning in on YouTube. Thank you so much. Y'all, this is a big situation. This is going to make a big change in hip hop. The culture already was kind of iffy and jacked up as we went over the years. Now the culture is going to have to deal with even more trouble because now people already want to hate on hip hop as a whole. Do you know right now hip hop is in a decline as far as the record contracts these artists can get? Now it's more single labels. More self-generated labels from people looking out for hip hop artists as far as hip hop as a whole, hip hop to hip hop, than it is record companies, record labels doing this, backing this music because they never valued it in the first place. And for the fact this is going down with Diddy, they love this. This is another way for them to say the culture, F the culture, forget the culture. But we as hip hop people, we as people that grew up and know this culture is more important than that. We know this culture came from the girl in the street. This culture gave us a way to show our talent and ability. This culture helped us lead revelations and revolutions. This culture helped us with the clothing. This culture helped us with getting our skills out on the ones and twos and just the lyrical side of us. This culture helped us out of stress, helped us out of poverty. We're able to tell our stories to people through music. We're able to bring a revolution through music. We're able to elevate those in the hood through music. But because the wrong people have put their hands on music and it has elevated to the level that's made me so sick. So now we got to sit here and chew and swallow this because this is where it's coming to. And with the situation with Diddy, and then the fact that Diddy is, I don't know if now I've been reading, I've heard there's varying reports that he's been caught, but then there's other reports that he has left the country. If I'm not mistaken, he's not stateside any longer. So this could turn into a manhunt. That's only if he hasn't been found. This could turn to a situation where it gets very ugly. And like I said, it leaves a nasty stain, a nasty residue on the culture. Now, some of you might say that Diddy never cared about the culture in the first place. He wasn't part of the culture. But we can't lie though, man. Look at the stuff he did. Biggie, Craig Mack. Come on, man. He had something to do with the Locks too. Come on, y'all. There's a lot of good music that came out of that part of New York. And for the fact that now we got to sit here and deal with that instead of giving love and breathing in fresh air in the culture, instead of sitting back listening to all these young artists who are trying to come up and really spit lyrics and not just talking about they wallet or they booty or they mollywop or whatever it is, these drugs. They really out here spitting bars. But we can't focus on that because we got to focus on this garbage right here. All these producers out here taking advantage of these artists. For years. Remember I told you on my first ever podcast before I had the Brew Shop, I told you about how karma slaps back hard. Well, Diddy's a recipient of that smackback right now. He's getting popped right now. Because he chose to do it his way by stepping over people, running over people, and didn't have enough respect for those who came before him in the game. I'm going to tell you something. When Diddy got did by Uptown, he basically changed himself. Yo, let me get this thing correct. That was it? I can't. I'm be honest. I'm not gonna sit there and quote hip hop history like I know because I don't. But I can't remember what Diddy left and when he left and took up and made Bad Boy. If somebody can let me know in the comments what that was, like I said, 'cause I'm not gonna claim to be a historian of that because I know the hip hop history, but not that per se. But when he felt like he was betrayed or did wrong, he went ahead and did his own little thing. So Diddy was a mogul. He was a music mogul. I will give him that. But what he did in moving up the ranks was kind of dirty. And now it's all come back to hit him. The parties, the chilling with the guys and the chilling rough with the ladies. And the fact that Cass was able to get away and tell her side of the story. Kim Porter put a book out, was on the way to putting a book out, never got released because of what something happened to her. Y'all, this is opening up a Pandora's box. And when this Pandora's box gets open, some of your most favorite, some of your most inspirational, some of your most motivational people that you've been following and then so in love with up here that are celebrities, they're about to fall. London Bridge is tumbling down. This is all because the Diddy drop. Take that. This is all about the Diddy drop. All right, how y'all doing? Hey, check this out, you guys. I do have a call into the Brew Shop right now. It's my boy from the Midwest, my boy Pooh. What's up, Pooh? How you doing, man?
Oh man, loving life, baby, loving life.
So, man, you've been here. I'm spitting this little knowledge right now, man, give my take. What I've been telling people is this. I think that this thing with Diddy is just not about Diddy. This is because you remember now, if you want to come and get Diddy, you'll come and get Diddy either it's federal or state. But the fact Diddy can turn state evidence from the stuff that they are finding means that if you know anything about the law and about if you ever lived in the gutter, you know how this works. They're going for the small fish to get the big fish. It's something more going on with just Diddy. It is more going on with this situation because you just don't come get Diddy. You're coming to get Diddy to get something else. And as I was telling people, Diddy's the first domino. Now, you remember when this first happened with Diddy, everything started coming out. When Diddy first started getting in trouble, from when Cass left and told the story, guess what happened? All of a sudden, Biggie's murder started coming back up. Pac's murder started coming back up. TD Jakes started getting in trouble. Here you go with the Oprah and the Tyler Perry. You got Will Smith, all these people that's been going to these parties back and forth at this man's house. And you wonder why the Locks, Jadakiss and those guys, D-Block never got on because they never fed into that lifestyle. Like I said, this is putting a big stain on hip hop because there's real people out here that's about this culture. And Diddy basically took the culture. Now, he brought a lot to it. Like I said, Craig Mack, Biggie. He helped D Block them get on. He brought a lot to. He brought a lot. I mean, like Lil C's Mace. He brought a lot to the culture. But the fact that this is creating a stain, we can't focus on the new generation of culture because we got to deal with this garbage right here. So what you got? What you got to add to the conversation, Pool?
Well, the only thing I know is there's one person that's going to be happy. It's R. Kelly because he's going to have a new roommate. They can come out with that new jailhouse edition. Take that, take that.
Come on, man. I believe it's you to bring something. It's like, yeah, it's hilarious, man. And then these memes out here are killing the game. The internet is undefeated. Can we get an applause for internet, y'all? Yeah, yeah. Internet is undefeated right now. Internet is out here clowning already. You know how they doing Diddy. And for the fact Diddy kids was in handcuffs, it's not a good look. His neighbors talking about what's going on at night. It's not a good look. Diddy don't feel well. It don't look well. And for the fact that this situation is happening right now, Diddy still stateside. So have you heard anything about, have they captured Diddy? What's going on? What's the latest right now on Diddy?
Ooh, the word is he on the plane somewhere.
So you think he's circling the world right now?
Yeah, he definitely in hiding. He in the bunker somewhere. He ain't coming out.
Okay, cool. I mean, man, that is so wild, man. I just can't. So when you first heard this news about Diddy, man, how they hit you? I mean, were you shocked to see that they went ahead and did the raids, or, I mean, what was your aspect? What was your little commentary on this whole situation? Did you see this coming this quickly?
Yeah, man. And I mean, there's a lot more people too. I mean, there's just everybody getting exposed. The door is wide open now. So, yeah.
I think the one meme that really got me was there was a picture, and someone put a picture up of a white Diddy, but if you look closer, it was a hybrid of Diddy and Epstein. And I think they called it Dipstein Island, which was hilarious to me. I'm sorry. Uh, I had to laugh when I seen that Dipstein Island. Come on, man. Whoever did that need to sit down, man. They just was like, they wild. But right now the internet is shooting gun holes all up in Diddy. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if Diddy like to party, oh, they gonna love the party. Oh, they gonna love the party room in the joint. Oh, he gonna get his party on. Yeah, he really gonna get his party on, man. So I mean,
Yeah, he's right where he need to be.
well, all in all, because I know you a hip hop. Hey, this my boy Pooh. Like I said, it's my boy Chris Pooh, man, from the Midwest, man, from my hometown Iowa. We're gonna give him an applause again for calling into the show. Um, you are officially the first call-in guest, which I wanna thank you for that. Before you leave, man, I got some. Okay, now I'm gonna give you a little background on my boy here. I met my brother over 20 years ago, man. He is a hip hop enthusiast. He big time on the reggaeton, the Jamaican side. He bad about it. Hey, don't talk to him about no mad line and like that. He all up on that Shoppe. That's him. He get down on all that.
Something like that.
But yeah, but he down with the Brownsville, Brownsvilles. He like them boys, MOB, all that. That's what he do. Before I leave, man, I want to ask you something, man. Right now with this hip hop culture, because this ain't something I really get into, but I thought this is a special. This had to be said today because of the way things been going with this music. What do you think we need right now to fix the culture? Because the culture is broken. It's been cracked open. It's like the Matrix. Somebody deciphered the code. We got to get it back to where it used to be, where there was real MCs and real battles. And, I give Matt much love to Smacks for what he did as far as keeping the culture alive, original. What do you think right now we need to do? What is one of the things we need to do to get this culture back to where it was after all this Diddy garbage that happened?
Focus back on the beats, the lyrics, the rhymes, cutting and scratching what's got us here, songs with messages in it. Still had the party stuff, but it growing up in the 80s and the 70s, it was a whole different culture, man. There was more love, peace, and unity with this more than anything else. All that gangster rap and gun violence and all that, it ain't taking us to the right spot, bro.
So bro, you'd agree with me. Like I said earlier, if you watched my show, I was talking about how it was like it led revolutions. It led people from a culture to tell their story. If you agree with me, then like it's like we have lost the whole aspect of telling your message and telling your story and leading people the right direction because the culture was about that. The culture was, the culture was the clothing, the culture was the music. Hip hop has taken such a turn because people think it's all about how much money you make. And now, let's keep it real. Who got the fattest booty? Who got the thickest woman? Who drive the fattest car? Who got the fattest chains? Who can flex the most money? Hip hop ain't never been about that. That's not what hip hop's about. And they messing up the culture. And you got all these garbage MCs and people. The thing that's irritating me the most, big bro, is we got people out here that are buying these albums, telling these people that they hot. When we know back in our day, or even most recently, the people with the bars ain't getting no love because they're not what's the newest fad. The people putting the work in. Why you think so many old heads are coming back making albums? They're doing AI albums. They're doing throwback albums where them and a bunch of their buddies get back together in the basement, taking it back old school because this new hip hop is garbage. As I was stating earlier, record labels don't even back hip hop anymore. They don't give out big, massive contracts. The hip hop contracts that are being given out now are from other hip hop artists who have started singleized labels, who have became their own record label, their own businesses, sole proprietor businesses, who are giving out these contracts to these younger people, and they need the bigger companies to back them, and it's not working. And that's the issue. Hip hop was not supposed to last. You let people tell it. It wasn't supposed to last past the 80s. Hip hop was not something that's supposed to last past the 80s or past the 90s. It was a fad, but it kept going and kept going and kept going. And the thing is now with so much garbage out here, we didn't water down hip hop. You got so many come on, watch me roll you. Man, come on, man. Let's keep 100% real. The stuff that we've gotten into and says okay.
When you said it, man, before it wasn't about the money. When you brought the money into it, people figured they could market off this and then start ripping people off. That's when it got real ugly.
Too many vultures in the game, big bro. Too many vultures out here.
Yep.
All right, man. Well, I got another subject. Matter of fact, I said let's give it up again for my brother Chris Poole. Give him applause.
Pittsburgh in the house. Go Carolina.
Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, this my big bro. I'm gonna tell you about him. He is a Pittsburgh, North Carolina man. He out here banging at North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? You know how I get down. Everybody know Houston all day. Houston Cougars. Throw them H's up. Yeah, we got it. We gonna meet, big bro. One of us is going down, but we gonna meet. Don't even play that. We gonna meet, big bro. It's gonna happen. So I want you, if possible, and you got a little time to stay on for my next subject. The show only 8 more minutes long. You got enough time to hang out with me for a second here?
Yeah, I'm watching the show. I just have to do my call in, man. Show some love.
All right, well, let me get this little, you know how we get down here in the last sip. As I tell you, I don't spill the tea, I take the last sip. Man, if you ain't doing water, something wrong with you, y'all. I know y'all like to get these flavory drinks in. Carbonated water or carbonated drinks will get you. Carbonation helps you gain weight. So if you can, man, hit the spring water. I tell you, if you ever get water, make sure it says spring on and nothing else added in. Well, our second subject, see, I had a little something I was going to put on y'all today. But as I tell you, whenever I'm getting the conversation on, things tend to change. Because the Diddy drop is the one I wanted to do from the get-go. But then I had something else popping off as well. So what ended up happening with the subjects I had going on today was I was going to sit back and I literally wrote down what I had going. And then some things happened. And now the subject has changed over to just more than just one subject, but it all fits in the same little area. The second subject I had was too young for media. What I did do was I took some pictures of some stuff here. I'm looking up things right now. So this is sort of what happened while you were sleeping type thing. So check this out. Have you ever heard, hey, Big Bro, I'm going to ask you a question. You ever heard somebody ever tell you that sometimes when they show you one thing, that they're doing something secretly underneath the scenes is for something else? You ever heard that before?
Yeah, that's called that sleight of hand.
Oh, yep, sleight of hand. And if you ever played Street Game, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the little game they got where they might have the cards out there folded up on the table, that little Monty, and you might have a dude say, pick your card. He just slid the card from you, or the little pea shell game. That's what they're doing to you. So while everybody was busy focusing on the Diddy drop, Diddy bebop, the bop, the boop, the bop, bop, the government got slick. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis put a bill in motion. Now, I'm going to remind you, this bill's been placed in motion before, but got knocked out by Congress. But this time he went in was stronger. He put a bill in motion that says if your child is 13 years or younger, they cannot open a social media account. And if you are 15 or 14 years old, you need parental consent to do so. Now, I was talking to some people and they had no idea this happened. This passed yesterday. When they dropped the Diddy thing, this was going at the same time. So my take on it is this. I know some of y'all upset about why I need to control. I should be the one in charge of control of my kids' social media account. No, you can't. Here's the deal. If you was doing that, then your child wouldn't be dealing with pedophiles, wouldn't be dealing with people in their inbox, all these predators, because you be watching what's going on and monitoring your child's social media, and you can't do it. Me, I think this rule is amazing. I love it because I'm tired of seeing parents putting their kids, parading their kids. You know how many, big bro, how many young girls I see on social media, and I'm going to keep it 100% real. I'm talking about kids out here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They got kids out here, little girls 2 or 3 years old, can't say ABCs, ain't potty trained. They'll put them in a little skinny little dress and makeup and parade them out on social media, bro, doing these nasty grown folks dances. Now the videos I seen these little girls, these little boys out here singing cuss songs and cuss words in the middle of a song. You can't even form a full sentence to ask for a bottle of milk. But you can quote the lyrics to a Sexy Red song. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All y'all parents need to be smacked up. And then shot up. And what I mean when I say that is, y'all need to seriously be taken with a whipping stick and get your butt whooped. You're a parent. They need to silence you. What are you doing? Now, I know some of the stuff I say might be controversial to some of y'all. I know some of the stuff I say might not be what you want to hear, but that's not my thing. Here in the brew shop, here in my brew shop, I told you I don't spill the tea, I get the last sip. And the last sip on this is, y'all need to respect what the law has been made, because you as a parent, some of y'all are not doing it. There are kids out here that got more views on one of their little nasty rap videos than it is adults out here spitting knowledge and wisdom and helping other adults get where they got to get. That's a shame.
Yeah.
And my son, hey, what's up, Untitled? My son, Dathan, about this hill, Untitled, just put something up. He says, Dathan says, you're not lying. That's what's happening. Parents are getting younger. Exactly. Parents are getting younger. And they're washing out the morals that we have been placed upon, that was placed upon us as parents. They're washing the morale out. That's a big issue. That's a big issue. Because you know yourself, big bro, when we was kids, you couldn't do nothing out of line without your parents slapping the taste out your mouth.
Nope.
And it's like, this is getting irritating. But then you had the nerves to get mad at another adult for checking you for you not being a responsible adult. You're not taking care of your babies. You're not showing your babies the right direction. You're showing them all this garbage. And it's your fault social media doing this in the first place. Because we ain't got enough people listening and paying attention to what is going on. Then you worry about your child getting shamed for being fat. Fat shaming. You worry about them getting talked about because they don't look the best. You worry about them getting talked about because they ain't talking good. Big bro, big bro, you right here with me. How many videos we see each other back and forth for little goofy stuff on social media every day?
All day, every day.
Okay, check this out. Let's keep it 100% real. If people didn't post some embarrassing moments where we had them videos to share.
Nope.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. If you post that video and send it back and forth to me, how you gonna get mad as I said something about it and commented in the comments? But you're the one that posted it.
Tripping. But that's the thing about the whole TikTok and the whole garbage that they got going over here. That's all they got on ours. But if you go over to China, they got knowledge and learning and how to build stuff, and you know, they ain't got all this goofy crap that we got going on.
Exactly, big bro. I'm glad you said that. Did y'all hear my guest? Y'all hear my guest Chris Poole from the Midwest? Yeah, Dathan. Yes, Dathan. That's Uncle Chris. Yes, that's that's him. He called into the show live. I told you my line's always open 501-259-6788. You're welcome to call at any time. Questions, commentary, anything. Um, yeah, Chris is right. If you go to China and look at their social media, their kids are doing intelligent stuff on social media. Their kids are being productive. They're showing them things about science. They're showing things about nature, things about love. They already know we self-destructive as it is. So what makes the fire? What makes a fire burn more? Put more gasoline on it. Throw more wood in it. You're gonna keep the fire going. You're gonna kindle the fire. It's gonna keep going. Oh, okay. Also, I'm gonna tell you something else going on. And this is a comedy situation. It's making me so sick. Y'all, I'm gonna give a giggle hand ahead of time because it's funny. Instead of y'all paying attention to this the Santos thing that's going on, also my little brother Ernest McNeil, show love to him. Show love and give him a hand clap. Give Ernest a hand clap out here right now. He put up a video of glitches in the air, and then the lights went out. All this stuff is going on, but guess what y'all paying attention to? Y'all paying attention to these goofy AI pictures where y'all making yourself mermaids, soldiers, astronauts, enhancing the body, all that type of stuff. Bro, big bro, tell me you seen these pictures, man, on social media.
Trash.
Say, did you say glad bag? That you said?
Mm-hmm. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Trash.
Okay, yeah. And you know why I'm finna say something about that? It's because that's another tool. Guess what y'all doing? Y'all are putting y'all images into a machine that's an AI machine. Do you know that they use AI to make art? AI is called artificial intelligence, is what AI is. They can take your face, which you're giving them for free, and artificially make that face and put on something else.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all not thinking? Are y'all not understanding what y'all doing? Y'all giving them cloning material. Y'all giving them cloning material. You're putting your faces on these things. I'm not saying it's a generator. It's fun to do things like this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't have fun. But y'all be smart about what we doing out here. Come on, y'all. Y'all not seeing everything that's going on right now? They're already trying to wipe people out. They're doing all kind of different stuff out here. And y'all feeding into it. What did Paul Mooney say? Oh, don't have too much fun because they'll come get me next.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Y'all gotta be smart, man.
Dumbing you down. Dumbing you down.
Exactly, man. Hey, it's like a bad glass of Kool-Aid. They watering it down, bro. It's worse than a little kid that go in the refrigerator at night and supposed to be drinking sweets, get all the Kool-Aid, and then go back in there and put water in it. That's basically what they doing.
Yeah.
And you guys are allowing them to. Have fun, but you guys have to understand you got to have some self-security on yourself. And that's why they knocking the social media down the way that's why they knocking down TikTok. That's why they knocking down the ages on social media because we don't security ourselves. I know that sounds so ignorant to say it that way. We don't security ourselves, but y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Oop, let me smack myself because I said a bad word. Come on, y'all, let's keep it 100 right now. We got to make sure that we keep it for real. We have got to stop being, my son is on it. Hey, DJ, next show, man, you got to call in, man. I'm going to do an interview with you, man, about your music and stuff. My son, his name is Untitled, man. Y'all need to go check him out. Self-made, NBA. He has a little joints, you know what I'm saying? Untitled. But y'all got to check him out, man, for real. My son just made a point, man. He said the problem is we gullible. And they taking the United States as a joke. He's not lying. That's the issue. Every other country laugh at us. They laugh at us about obesity. They laugh at us about our intelligence. They laugh at us about what we argue about. We argue about y'all. We arguing about stuff that happened over 100,000 years, about 100 years ago. I say 100,000. You know, I'm just joking around. It ain't that far, that long. But we arguing about stuff that happened 100 years ago. We're the only country that's still fighting bicker over stuff that happened a long time ago that we can't change. It's because people over here hold on to it and don't let it go. We got people that's owed money, ain't received their money. If you look at the camera, you see me with this wink. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We can pay everybody else, but we can't pay us. We can't seem to get things together. We are such a mashed potato and Betty Crocker country. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We always that instant add water and mix type of country. We don't want to work for nothing. We microwavable. Everything got to be now and instant. You don't work for nothing. You don't work to fix no problems. You don't work to solve the agenda. It goes back to the hip hop thing with Diddy. We're destroying everything. Do you know how bad that hurts me that our culture of hip hop has been destroyed? It ain't just happened now with this thing with Diddy. It's been going on. They killed the culture I grew up, the culture I loved. Like we were saying earlier, Big Bro, it's about the clothing. It was about if you could flow, if you could spit, if your bars was hot. It was about who can mix the dopest beats, mixing and scratching. Anybody out here remember block parties? Anybody remember house parties? Man, you got to a house party, you sit there, you might have had 2 or 3 cats on the walls, they didn't have nobody, they wasn't gonna dance, it was too cool. Everybody was getting there, you didn't care if you sweated, smelled or not, you got your jerk on. Then on top of that, hey, DJ, turn the light. Hey, it's 11:55. We got 6 minutes left before we have to shut this party down. Go ahead and grab your lady, I'm gonna put something on. Come on, man. It was about that. School dances, concerts. Man, I remember going to an MC Breed, Dougie Fred. You can't Sugar Hill Gang. You can't go to concerts no more. A concert is a shooting gallery now. Like I said, I didn't mean to take my show and make it all about hip hop, but this situation with Diddy needs to be addressed because it's affecting the culture of what we love so much, us real hip hop people. And as my son said, that's the problem. There's too much beef out here in the hip hop game. It's too much drama out here, and not enough love for the hip hop like it used to be. People have just taken the game and messed it up completely. And they're not understanding what's really going on. We got too many people out here that think they know everything about the game and they don't. We got too many garbage MCs and garbage artists out here y'all putting on and giving money to, and all they doing is sending a very distinctive message that's decreasing the brain cells. Have you ever seen a video? You ever watched a video and ask yourself, what did I just watch? Did I just waste 6 minutes of my life watching this video?
Yeah.
The bars ain't hot. The beat garbage. The video itself is garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. Fake thugs. When it used to be a problem, you used to handle it on wax or battle it out. Now everybody want to shoot each other. It's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid. And I'm just fed up with the way this game has went, the way the game has turned into a joke. It's like put it this way. My son just made a statement. People call me old because I don't like this new garbage. I'm sorry. I like people that spit bars. I can't do a whole album of you saying 2 words there. I'm sorry. No, spit some lyrics. Say some words I can understand.
I'm on them pills. I'm on that lean.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that.
Trash.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's like you just better take a beat and go in with the beat, take the lyrics and go hard with them. You know what I'm saying? Not things that changed up. It's just it is what it is. So what I'm gonna do is before I leave today, I'm gonna put on something that's hot. I'm gonna show y'all what hip hop used to be. This ain't old school, but it's old enough. And I'm gonna get off the phone with you, big bro. I'm gonna show you much love. Thank you for calling in because I want you to hear this and comment down there at the bottom when you hear this because you're gonna blow up when you hear it. But much love to you. Hey, once again, I want to give applause to my big brother, Chris Pooh, for calling into the show. First guest ever to call in and hit me up in my brew shop. Much love. Bro, I love, man. I got to get off this here with you. I got something to play. I want you to hear it. And when you hear it, you're going to blow up, bro. Trust me.
I'm with it.
All right, bro. Much love, man. Much love. Once again, applause for Chris Poole, man, my guest today. So before I leave, y'all, I'm going to mess around and put something on for y'all. That's authentic. That's raw. That's real. Y'all need to hear this. I'm tired of people playing around with this music. When we got real artists out here that did it for a long time and did it real. So I'm going to let y'all hear this. This is my man, Nas. What we got going on, or I got going on with it, I decided to take a Nas track. The Nas track I put on is It Ain't Hard to Tell.
That I attract clientele. My mic check is life or death, breathing a sniper's breath. I exhale the yellow smoke of Buddha through righteous steps, deep like the shining, sparkle like a diamond, sneaker Uzi on the Allen, and my army jacket lining hit the earth like a comet invasion. Nas is like the Afrocentric Asian,
half man, half amazing.
Cause in my physical, I can express through song, delete stress like Motrin, then extend strong. I drink my wet with Medusa, give her shotguns in hell from the split that I lived in hell. It ain't hard to tell.
Now that's hip hop right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's hip hop right there. Stop playing with me, y'all. That's what we missing. The game has changed from that. That's what we missing. Well, I want to give a shout out to everybody before I leave here. I want to give a shout out to my boy, Jerry CEO Joyner, my nephew, man, doing this thing. BRL, Breaking Records Live Podcast. You got to check him and his boy out from Philly, man. Hey, they doing big things, a clothing line. This is hip hop. I'm going to put the link down on my stuff, man. You got to be up on that. My son, Untitled, man. I'm going to try to get him on the show Friday. If you get your chance to, if not, I'm going to get him on sooner or later. Y'all, as you can tell, the show is taking a turn. I have one of the hottest podcasts right now in this joint, and I'm going to keep it going because, like I said, y'all, I'm not going to here to spill the tea. I'll take the last sip, and whatever the last sip is going to be, it's going to be a good one. I want to send a shout out to my niece, Dajay Hanson, Shapri Supplies. Shout out to my big brother, Chris Pooh, for calling in. Like I said, one more applause for him, man. He was the first ever guest to call into the show. I love the fact that he gave his knowledge and wisdom on the thing of hip hop. If you get a chance to meet this brother, man, he has two daughters, my nieces, man. They've been playing senior softball since they was in the beginning of junior high, man. They amazing. They going places. Like I said, my son, Untitled. My daughter, Antonia Cherie Hill, she's a teacher. Love to her. Love to those who support me. And I want to say this to y'all before I leave. If you're going through something and you don't think you can quite make it because people tell you ain't about nothing, you move them to the side, you throw the deuces up, and you keep on walking. Because that's the only way you're going to get through your situation. Don't let nobody tell you where you're supposed to be at in life. Nobody tell you how to do what you're supposed to do in life. Just keep on moving. And enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy your life, enjoy yourself, enjoy everything about what you do. Don't let nobody tell you where you're supposed to be at or how you're supposed to do it. And get out here and do it, man. We need more people getting out here doing it instead of talking about it. With that being said, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. See me and catch me again on Friday. Hey, the Brew Shop, remember, I don't spill tea, but I do take the last sip. Peace.